Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for another Ghost Recon Wildlands video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new patch update that came out today, version 3 for Ghost Recon Wildlands. We're going to go over some of the patch notes, and also going to be talking about the new live season challenges that got put into the game as well. Just kind of go over all that. And I will link the patch notes down in the description, so if you guys want to go through and read through every little tiny detail that came out, you guys can go down there and check it out. I'm just going to kind of touch on a few things here that I thought were kind of key notes in the overall patch notes. And the first thing here is the challenges, the live season challenges. So this is basically bringing in a brand new thing that we can do in the game. And with live season challenges, you go through the in-game menu section. You'll be able to find the current challenge, and you can kind of follow your progression. And challenges will be available through multiple seasons, each season lasting 6 weeks and featuring a specific theme with dedicated rewards. You will have to follow specific instructions to find the new assignments and stuff like that in the different regions of the map. But there will be a total of 5 new missions per week that will gradually allow you to discover new pieces of Operation Kingslayer. And these will be divided between 3 challenges playable in solo. You can play them in co-op, but your stats are counted individually, not with your group. 1 challenge dedicated to task force members. So if you guys have created a task force in the Ghost Recon network, you are going to get 1 challenge dedicated to that. And then we have 1 community challenge that will require the contribution of all the players across Ghost Recon Wildlands to complete the community challenge, which honestly, that's really cool. It kind of helps, you know, kind of work as a team all the way across Ghost Recon Wildlands, the entire community, to kind of achieve this goal. And you will receive a reward after completed each challenges, totaling 3 rewards per season. During a season, each challenge will be available for 1 week and updated every Wednesday. So make sure that you complete these before you get your reward. Otherwise, if you don't, you're going to lose it. So Season 1, which is going to be the first season, and I believe it's going to launch, I believe they said, from April 18th to May 26th. It's a 6-week season, and Season 1 is the Rise and Fall of the Unidad. So you have 3 challenges playable in solo co-op, 1 task force challenge, and 1 community challenge. And basically the first mission is from April, like I said, April 18th to May 26th. And it kind of goes saying here, Unidad is corrupted into a criminal organization that rivals the Santa Blanca itself. So they're going to kind of do exactly sort of what the Santa Blanca cartel is doing. With the firepower and resources of modern military organization combined with extensive knowledge of drug trade, Unidad has the potential to transform their nation into the world's largest narco state. So in general, they go after the cartel and try to take over Bolivia for themselves, which honestly, that's a pretty cool twist. And it also kind of allows for a little bit more content, kind of a different theme and stuff like that with what's going on. So that is Season 1. I'm not really going to get into too many more details. That's pretty much all we know so far about the newly instituted season challenges. So right now we're going to jump over into the patch notes. And there's a few user interface changes and a few bugs and mission narrative changes. One of the big things they did change is, I don't know if you guys had this problem, but I've heard a lot of people tweeting about it on Twitter, that you get into, after you start up your Ghost Recon Wildlands, you have the same in-game narrative when you start it up every time. Like your AI teammates and some of the other things in the game, you hear the same stuff over and over and over again. It's not like it's a bunch of different things. You keep hearing like the same thing over and over again. So they did kind of institute something with the in-game narrative. It's kind of like a random number generated RNG system, so that you're going to get a little bit more context and a little bit more different narrative and stuff like that. So you're not going to hear the same thing all the time, which is going to be nice, because it got to a point where I just turned off the in-game voice, so I didn't even have to listen to any of it because it got so repetitive. And like I said, there's a few user interface changes, which I'm not really going to get into detail with those. Co-op did add a new public matchmaking criteria based on difficulty level. So depending on what region you're playing in and stuff like that, difficulty you're playing on as well, you will be matched with different people. So you're not going to be matched with a team of people that are playing on Recruit if you are playing on the hardest difficulty, which that makes sense. That honestly, that is a good thing for the overall co-op experience and stuff like that. So gameplay, the Type 95 LMG extended mag can now be used in game upon purchase. So that's something I actually didn't really use the Type 95 But also they are going to fix it so that when you're surviving falls, when you're kind of sticking to the wall, so if you walk over to an edge of like a cliff or something and you kind of slide down the wall and you don't get hurt, they got rid of that. So you actually probably are going to take fall damage and stuff like that. And you can no longer take cover behind destroyed destructibles, so that kind of makes sense and stuff like that. But audio, they did fix some of the things in the game also with the audio, like I was saying, with the radios. The radios aren't going to be as repetitive now. When you turn on the radio, if you have your radios turned on, when you get into a vehicle and stuff like that, and then also when you are going around the map and you hear the little radios that are in towns and stuff, they're not going to be as repetitive. You're going to hear a lot more, different things on the radios, so it's going to make it a little bit more immersive, I guess you could say, because you're not going to be hearing the same stuff over and over again. Graphics, they did do a little bit of tweaking with the graphics. They fixed an occasional graphic corruption on the road texture when entering and exiting the pause menu. I actually had this happen a couple times with me, is when I came back out of a pause menu, the whole road was like glitching out. But that's just a little graphic thing, and there's a couple other things, but it's not quite as important and stuff. I think they do need to change when you spawn in a vehicle. As from the patch notes here, I do not see anything about it stating that when you spawn in a helicopter and it's on a it's almost a flat surface and it starts sliding. I can't tell you how many times I spawned in a helicopter and it like slid off the cliff into a river or something like that. But in the store, in the actual in-game store, XP boosters now display the number of hours they last. So if you buy one, that it'll actually display how many hours it is. It actually shows it in the actual picture of the individual XP booster. It should show on the side of like the canister or whatever how many hours and stuff like that. New vehicle unlocked pop-up won't activate every time a vehicle pack is collected. So that's just, like I said, actually that's more of a user interface thing. And then also in the open world, there was something going on in Media Luna with some of the in-game legend collectibles and also the Kingslayer files and stuff like that. There was a glitch that allowed you to not collect them and it wouldn't actually go towards like your achievements and stuff like that. That bug has been fixed. They also did a few more stabilizing of the fixed various crashes and glitches and stuff like that that were actually still kind of plaguing the game, and the game's been out for over a month now, but they are working on it, guys. It is nice to see them actually putting a pretty decent sized update out, and like I said, also we're getting the live season challenges and stuff, which honestly I didn't really want to go back to this, but I'm really excited about the live season challenges, because I think if they keep this up and they keep feeding us these new missions, new seasons, new rewards and stuff like that, it's going to refresh the game itself and the gameplay quite often. So I think for the longevity of this game, this is something that this game needs, and I'm really excited to them actually putting this in the game. Now, honestly, I think we need a little bit more free DLC and some actual game-changing DLC, I guess you could say, not just reskins of vehicles and stuff like that, but that's just me. But that is pretty much all for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, you guys found it helpful, make sure to leave a like, guys. Also, if you guys are new around here, make sure to subscribe for more awesome Ghost Recon Wildlands content. I will try to keep you guys up to date on everything that's going on with Ghost Recon Wildlands. And also, like I said, guys, I will link the patch notes down in the description so you guys can check them out for yourself. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.